Country ways. On the way back from the school, I name all the trees I've climbed with Jean and Jacques. I name all the fish I've caught with Monsieur Raffine, all the mushrooms I've picked with Madame Raffine. I even know which ones are poisonous, I tell her. Mama is happy that I know these things. She has lots of questions. What do you drink at dinner? Apple cider, I tell her. Where do you get the water for cooking and washing? From our garden well. What do you do for heat? We used a fireplace in the kitchen, the stove too. Grandmother Raffine opens the oven door and puts her feet up on the stove top when she's cold. We heat bricks in the oven too. At night, we put them in our beds to keep warm. Warm feet are important here. Mama says she thinks the villagers are clever. Oh yes, I agree. When we have a fancy meal and dessert is served, we clean our plates with a piece of bread. Then we turn them upside down and use the bottoms for dessert plates. I must try that for myself, says Mama. And you know what else the villagers do that's clever? I say. If someone has a loose tooth, they don't go to the dentist. Oh no. Madame Raffine ties a long string around the tooth. She ties the other end to the handle of the back door. Then she slams the door shut. One scream, and the tooth is out. Mama doesn't say if she'll try that for herself. I changed the subject back to food. Mama's always interested in that. The day after Christmas, the pigs are slaughtered. That's the day women gather to make sausages and hams. They smoke the meat by the fireplace. Then, best part of all, they take all the leftovers and cook them together. They say it's delicious. My mother looks at me, shocked. Her parents were strict Jews. They never touched pork. To them, it was dirty. Well, well, Mama manages to say, that I would like to see. Ask Madame Raffine, I say. I'm sure she'll invite you. By this time, we've walked back to the church. A baptismal party comes down the steps. The baby, crying in his godmother's arms, wears a long white lace dress. Someone tosses a handful of candy from the open church. All the children run for the candy. I show my mother the blue candies I've gathered. See, it's a boy. Mama takes the candy away. You can't eat candy off the dirty ground. She says you'll get sick. Tears start to come, but I blink them back as best I can. Crying is for babies, isn't it? That's not fair, I say. We always do it. Mama softens. She looks left and right. Everyone has gone home. We go inside the church, and she washes my candy in the holy water fountain. Then she wipes it on her sleeve. She baptizes my candy and gives it back to me. Now it is purified, and I can eat it. Christmas comes and goes, and with it, my mother. She takes the train back to Paris, and she doesn't try to make me go with her. She never even mentions it. Mama made me a pair of mittens, pale blue with white snowflakes. It's cold on New Year's Day, so I wear them. That's the day children visit all the houses in our village. Happy New Year, good health, and paradise at the end of your days, we tell everyone. In return, they give us coins and candy. People say it's bad luck if children don't visit you on the first day of the year. I say it's good luck to be in a place where children are so important. I jingle my cold coins in one of my new mittens. My candy melts in the other. I'll use one of my coins to light a candle in church, to thank God that I can stay in the country. Mama comes back. Before the snowdrops can push up out of the frozen ground, Mama's back. She did her secret work as long as she could in Paris. The police arrested her. They caught her in the apartment of some Jews who had gone into hiding. Mama swallowed some secret papers before the police could find them. They let her go that time. But now it's too dangerous for Mama to stay in Paris. She can't risk being caught again. Mama says she's decided to live with me in the country. Can we stay? I ask. I don't want to leave my new family and friends behind. No, says Mama, it's better to go somewhere else. We have to make sure that no one knows we're Jewish. To do that, we'll need a new last name. What do you think, Grand or Petite? Petite, I answer, and what will my first name be? You don't need to change your name, Mama says. It's very French. But she says she will change hers to Marie. I like Madame Marie, I say, and Madame Raffine, and the Virgin Mary, I think, but I don't say that out loud. Yes, says Mama, like those two good women. Marie is also the French way of saying Miriam. Where is Aunt Miriam, I want to ask? And Sarah, Charles, Henriette, Sergei, and Maurice, are they with her? But somehow I know better than to ask. Aunt Miriam and my cousins have gone away. That much I know, like lots of Jewish people. But no one talks about the people who have gone away. Doesn't anyone know what has happened to them? Maybe it's better not to know. A small stone cottage. Too soon. It's time to say goodbye to all the Ruffines and to Cecile, Paulette, and Suzanne. I hug them all one by one. As always, I try not to cry. I remind myself that changes can be good. Wasn't it good to come to the country from Paris? Besides, now Mama and I are together again. She says we'll see our friends after the war, when it's safe. So the war won't last 1,000 years after all. Madame Raffine finds a small stone cottage for us to rent. It's in her parents' village of, you guys know my French is not the best. It's in her parents' village of La Basse-Clavière. This village is only a few miles away, but it takes 2 hours to walk there. The path is narrow. It winds over rocky hillsides. Mama goes there first. She cleans the cottage and makes it cozy for us. When everything is ready, she comes back for me. I have all my treasures packed, my rosary, and the holy pictures I have begun to collect. There's one of the Virgin Mary in her blue dress, one of the gentle Saint Joseph with his carpentry tools, one of Saint Francis speaking to birds. I also bring the photograph of my father in his soldier's uniform. But Mama hides it in the linen closet. Madame Marie will still send us his letters, but now we must keep him a secret. He wasn't a secret in my old village, but here he will be. Don't talk about him, Mama warns me. Not ever. Here we are Marie and Odette Petite. Papa's name is foreign. The peasants might wonder about that. Let's not talk about Paris either, or even Chauvin, or even the last village. We'll just talk about life here, and we'll copy everything everyone else does in the village. We want our neighbors to like us. I don't tell her that by now I've almost forgotten about Papa anyway. The truth is, I won't miss seeing his photograph, not that much. Frost coats the windows of our new cottage. I draw pictures in it of what I've left behind. My friends, our swing, the pigeons. Mama builds a stove out of an old pail and some pipes. She buys me wooden shoes called sabots with felt liners. I can walk through mud in them and my feet stay dry. When I get home, I leave my sabots at the door. I wear my clean felt liners inside. 2 things frighten me at our new home. One is the toilet. It's outside. A terrible toilet. A dark hole dug deep into the earth. Now I know we are really poor, maybe even poorer than my cousins used to be. It's the worst toilet I've ever seen. My mother says it's just part of peasant life and I will get used to it. She's right, I do. But the worst problem comes at night. At the top of our cottage is an attic with an old spinning wheel. After dark, I hear spooky sounds. I'm sure there's a ghost up there spinning away. Mama says no, it's only mice skittering around. Still, I can't sleep. I just can't help it. I break down and cry in bed. I try to do it so that Mama can't hear me. But she does hear me, night after night. Finally, she gets me what I've always wanted. A cat, to scare the mice away. I call her Bijou. She has spots and long white whiskers. She's the cat of my dreams. We play catch the string for hours. During the long winter evenings, chestnuts roast in the fireplace. Cabbage and onion soup simmers in the big black pot over the fire. Potatoes bake in the embers. Mama reads by the fire. The last sounds I hear before sleep are now just the tiny footsteps of mice. The ghost has disappeared, but a few mice are still dancing in the attic. Bijou sits on my feet and purrs.